In this module, we'll discuss the hierarchy of the planning elements in the dashboard system. We'll show the relationship between organizations, groups, services, initiatives, goals, objectives, and activities. We'll also discuss vision, mission, and values for the groups. A department generally has one organization in the system, but can have multiple organizations if necessary. Some organizations create a test organization for training purposes. Each organization can have multiple groups and subgroups. The structure of the subgroups is hierarchical and equivalent to your organizational chart. Each group is assigned a level from 1 to 10. 1 is the top level of the organization. Level 2 groups report to level 1 groups, and so forth. Subgroups can be nested up to 10 levels deep. Each group is also assigned a parent group to complete the reporting structure. Each group and subgroup is then managed as an independent entity with its own vision, mission, values, services, initiatives, goals, objectives, and activities. All subgroup items roll up to the parent groups for management and reporting. For consistency across the system, please note that each screen has a very similar layout. The top of each screen has a selection table to select a current planning element. When the planning element is selected, the bottom of the screen shows the details for that item. This is consistent throughout the dashboard system and makes it much easier to train staff. Vision, mission, and values can be defined for each group within the organization. Your vision is the perceived future state. Where do you want to be as an organization or group in the future? Your mission represents the current state. What are you doing to move towards your vision? Values are your basic operating principles. Things like accountability, integrity, and respect are generally found here. Typically, the vision, mission, and values are consistent down through the organization. However, we have seen organizations where the mission statement varies somewhat between divisions or offices. The WIC group may not have the same mission as the Public Health Emergency Preparedness group. They're both contributing to the vision, but in different ways. The Copy button allows you to inherit the vision, mission, and values from the parent group. These can then be edited for the selected group if desired. Services are those things that the group provides to clients, partners, or the organization. Initiatives are future services that the group would like to provide. Services and initiatives are entered identically into the system. Initiatives generally have activities with future dates. A service or initiative can be copied from another group in the selected organization. When a service or initiative is copied, all of the related goals, objectives, and activities will be copied as well. This feature may be used to save data entry for similar groups like multiple WIC offices which operate nearly identically. A new feature in the dashboard is the ability for system administrators to archive or hide services and all of the related planning elements. This feature can be used to archive previous year's operational plans or create future operational plans but not show them until the desired date. To archive or hide a service, just select the service, then click the Hide Service checkbox and save the service. From the administrator view, the hidden service will appear grayed out. A normal user will not see the service at all or any of its planning elements. Goals, objectives, and activities define the how we do it elements for services and initiatives. Each service or initiative may have multiple goals. You can see that the goal has more detail than its service or initiative. Each goal has a status flag and related notes, which are typically regarding the status flag. A green light means that the goal is proceeding as expected, no help or action is necessary. A yellow light indicates that the goal is not proceeding as expected. Help may be needed to get it back to green. A red light means that the goal is in serious danger of not meeting expectations. Immediate help is required to move it to a yellow or a green. A gold bar indicates that the goal has been successfully completed. This may be used as a best practice for designing future goals. The status flag can be set by clicking on the traffic light on the bottom half of the screen. And then clicking the Save button. Any notes are typically entered anytime the status of a goal is changed. Objectives define the How We Do It element for goals. Each goal may have multiple objectives. Each objective has a status flag and related notes, typically regarding the status flag. The additional detail on this screen is the Objective Lead field, which allows you to select a system user who has been assigned as the leader of this objective. The Activities Roll-Up field shows a summary of the activities related to the selected objective. Activities are the most detailed level of definition of the How We Do It elements. The dashboard contains three types of activities. Project-based activities were originally the only type of activity in the system. These are activities to be progressively completed over a specific period of time. They're measured by start date, end date, and percent complete. An example of a project-based activity might be to provide vaccinations to 5,000 school children between January 1st, 2015 and December 31st, 2015. In this case, the start date would be January 1st, the end date would be December 31st. If the current date is June 30th, 2015, and 2,500 school children have been vaccinated, the percent complete would be 50%. As the dashboard was being implemented, we realized that there were other types of activities which had to be entered into the system. The next type of activity implemented was a quality assurance or QA activity. QA activities are performed on an ongoing basis and measured regularly. The activities have a frequency which may be weekly, bi-monthly, monthly, quarterly, biannually, or annually, a high and a low value, and a metric type. An example of a QA activity might be install 20 car seats each week. In this case, the frequency is weekly. The high value might be set to 20 and the low value set to 15. The metric type would be car seats installed. The QA activities are unique in that the traffic light is automatically set based on the established high and low values. If 20 or more car seats were installed in a given week, the traffic light would be automatically set to green. If less than 15 seats were installed, the light would be set to red. If between 15 and 20 were installed, the light would be yellow. The last type of activity implemented is the Quantitative Measurement Activity, or QM activity. These activities are very similar to project-based activities with the addition of a target number field. They have a start date and end date, a target number, and a metric type. An example of a quantitative measurement activity would be to deliver 50 nutrition consultations between July 1, 2014 and June 30th, 2015. In this case, the target number would be 50 and the metric type would be nutrition consultations. The Activities screen shows the level of detail defining an activity. Some of the unique information that's captured on this screen is team lead and team members. From this screen, you can select who the leader of the team is and who are the team members. In addition, you can select external activity partners. Partners can be selected either at the organization level or at the individual contact level. Thanks for reviewing the dashboard planning element hierarchy. In the next module, we'll discuss the quick update screens.